Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Last week I was meeting with my physical therapist who happens to be my friend now. And going to physical therapy weekly gets expensive, as does taking care of all of our health, from nutrition to vitamins to red light therapy or whatever it is you're doing to improve your life. But when she says the dying experience is expensive, I thought, what did you just say? Who says stuff like that? But it's true, it is expensive. If we allow it to be expensive, sometimes it can't be helped. But the dying expense includes anything from your friends to your lifestyle, to your traveling, to the emotional toll, to the physical toll of the body. So what are we going to do about budgeting for our dying expense? The financial toll is definitely there because it costs money to stay healthy. I think the more expensive part of the dying expense is the emotional toll that life can take on us. You know, we have friends that come into our life, some friends that are leaves. They're there for a season, they're there for the fun, they're there for special moments. Then we have friends that are somewhat like branches, and we can lean on them, but if we lean too much into a branch, it's eventually going to break and drop and fall off. And then we have friends that are roots. They're solid. It's a strong foundation. They're going to be there with you in good times and in bad, and they're going to be with you through the real dying experience. Sometimes we have to limit our friends, whether it be through them moving, because they are in a different chapter. They're grandparents and they're spending more time with their family, so we have to let them go and enjoy their family. It could be by death, or it could be by choice. But our life seems to have these seasons, and it's constantly changing. And so every day that our memories are being made, it looks different. Like my memory today is going to look different than my memory tomorrow. And I love it because it's something to always look forward to. There's a yardstick in life. Okay, here's a yardstick in life. I'm no longer at the halfway point. I may be the 3/4 part of the life of the yardstick, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of that last part of my life. And I am going to have fun, and I'm not going to be constricted or constrained because of a number. Because if you didn't know how old you were, how old would you be? It's all up here. But you have to do the mind-heart connection. And when you connect it, you're able to take care of yourself so much better, both mentally and physically. You know, I talk about doing the ketogenic diet, which I did do, and I lost 60 pounds. But I was able to improve my health and my lifestyle, my mobility, my ability to help others. So instead of being tired, I was able and am able to go out and help others, which I think in today's life is very, very difficult. I think when people start out in life and they have children, they've already got their instant friend group built in, because usually it's children's parents, and you become friends with them. And that could be seasonal, but you hope that they're there with you for a lifetime. And then as you become an adult and your kids are moving out of the house, you got to navigate and figure out who your friends are. Sometimes you have to go and meet new friends. You may meet them at the gym, you may meet them at the park, you may meet them on a trip. And then as we get older and the season changes, we've lost some friends because they've moved. Some of them unfortunately have died, or we've had to weed them out by choice because it can be toxic. When I talk, okay, so there's some people in our lives, we've all had them, we've all experienced them, and they can be toxic for us. We have to be able to let them go. Sometimes we get so hurt by people that are toxic to us that causes a real physical pain and toll on our body. We must forgive, because if we hold on to it, the only person that's hurting is us. We're hurting ourselves. We can let them go in love because they're worthy, but they're not worthy to be in our life because they hurt us. We forgive them and we let them go. We don't have to include them on our journey because our journey is different. We need to relinquish any anger or vengeance that we may have, because that vengeance, it's not ours. We can't control it. Let them go. Create a new circle. Create those more moments in your life that make even better memories. Sometimes we have to interview new friends, and hopefully they could be younger friends. Younger friends are more energized. They're more about experiencing new things we may have already done. Younger friends bring life to us. Younger friends could have families that maybe you don't have, that they bring in and introduce to you. We have some friends down the road. They're younger, and they're like children to us now. And their kids, they call us the fakes. We're the fake grandparents. And we'll take it because they just fill our life with moments and memories that we don't have. We have no family where we live. So now we have a family, and we're considered the fake grandparents. We have friends around the corner who have a son who is intelligent and genius, and you can't wait to hear about what project he's working on, where he's going to go after he graduates from high school. That brings life. That brings so much life into ours. You know, life is good, but life can be messy. But no matter what it is we do, we make a choice. And so we have to start our life. We have to start messy, start tired, start broke. But we just have to start. Don't get held back by our mindset. Don't let the cage over our eyes or over our mind paralyze us, because that's not who we were made to be. We were made to go out and do things in life, to help people, to neighbor with people, to commune with others. Doing this YouTube for me has been fun because I'm able to share maybe what I've gone through, who I am with other people, because my circle is getting smaller, and I'm okay with that. And I watch my other beautiful friends, maybe their circle is getting larger because they're in a different season than I am. But I get to observe from afar, which is really nice. But I can also choose to be part of it, or I don't have to. Either way, you know, it's a new beginning for some, and it's a chapter for us, or it may be just a paragraph. So I encourage each of you today to go out and live, make a memory, and be able to share it with somebody. If there's been a special memory or moment or something fun that's added to your life, make a comment. I'd love to hear what everybody else's thoughts are on this. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Bye.